Hello, hello. I love you people. Look, we've already got people here. Hi, Radar. It's good to see you eating beer, cheese with the cat on your lap. I love it. Kelly, good to see you. Cobb salad. Oh, well, I made what did I make? Chicken enchiladas. And so it's done. It's just sitting on the oven ready for us when we're done here to go nom that up. Hi, Doug. Oh, goodness. You guys, it's good to see you. Doug says, I have water and a stuffed dog toy. Yeah, because Posey's here. She's by the door. So I'm sure she'll go join Doug shortly. Maybe if he gets up and gets her a treat, she'll go in there. Yes, I love chicken enchiladas. They're actually Doug's favorite. And they're really fast. So I was able to make it really quickly. Oh, you guys, it's so good to see everybody. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's been forever, but I guess it's really, well, it's been a month that we've been back, but so far most of the people that are here appear to be members. I'm glad that you guys are getting your fix because we're not doing a members only meeting tomorrow. Why is my forehead so glowy? It's like shiny, pretty. It has been an absolutely crazy, nutty day. I don't know why. I swear I don't know why my days are so busy and why I constantly feel behind and I'm not getting anything done, but all I do is work all day. But I just was able to get today's video out. It was a little bit late. I did not like the script. I did not like the way it was going. And so I had to keep refining. And then I released it and I've watched it a couple times because it keeps making me laugh. So now I'm worried that because it's a video I actually like, it's going to bomb spectacularly and provide no value. But I hope you guys like it. Oh my gosh, Jan is here. Haven't seen Jan in forever. Hello, glad to see you too. Oh, got the raccoon. Green Suburbanite, just discovered your channel just in time for a career spiral of death. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you're in good company here for sure. I'm at like 19 months now, right? January 16th is when I got laid off. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. It's been a long time. So yeah, 19 months is pretty much what we're at. I'm really sorry that you're going through that, but I hope that my videos will provide a little bit of commiseration and levity. Rain says, hello, I discovered you last week and you've inspired me so much. Oh, Pumpkin, that's so nice to hear. Thank you so much, Rain. I like hearing that. Thank you. Kelly says, I'm sure others will show up soon. Yeah, they'll come. They'll come when they see that it's open. It's just, it cracked me up that I get on and Radar's been here for like 15 minutes already. Drinking beer and eating cheese. Hi, Kathy. Good to see you. I did write you back. It took me a couple days to write you back, but I did write you back. Nice to see you. Let's see who else do we got here. Rain. Oh, you guys. Oh, Rain says she's in a death spiral too. I hate hearing that. Ugh. I just wish I wish that I had ideas. I wish that there was some kind of way that I could think of a company that I could start and then like hire all these people that are just getting laid off for no good reason. Let's see. Strum and Banjo. Hello. Good to see you. Nice to see you too, Strum and Banjo. Beth says your video was timely and helpful. Thank you. Which one? Which one was timely and helpful? All of them? That'd be cool, huh? That'd be cool. Rain says, oh my gosh, she called me pumpkin. I did call you pumpkin. I hope that's not offensive. Okay, I will share with you my pumpkin story. When I was and I almost used her in the video this week, but I had to cut that part because I didn't like it. But anyway, I digress. This is why I have to have scripts, right? Because I'm like just blah, 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 blah. So I was a manager of business analysts, and I had 4 people under me. And there was this one girl, and I'm going to have to say her name because that's part of the joke. But she was waiting for me for our one-on-one, and I came in the room and I shut the door and I said, hey, Pumpkin, how's your day? And she says, excuse me? And I was like, what? And she says, I would think as a woman that you would know that what you just said is incredibly condescending. And I was like, What? Hello? I really had no idea what she was talking about. She goes, my name is not Pumpkin. It is Emily. Emily. And this was like my first week being her manager. We did not get off on the right foot. And you know what? We never got on it. We never got back on the right foot. Oh, I think as a woman, that was condescending. I'm like, really? No. I'd never call you Pumpkin again. So if I offended you, I'm really sorry, Rain. Let's see here. Melissa Schlanger. Good evening, Queen Sheila. Yes, thank you so much. I love it when people call me Queen. Gets me all twittified. Elena, oh my gosh. Hello. Haven't seen you since 1962. I'm so glad that you're here. I have missed you. I have thought about you because the last time that we talked, you were kind of in a little bit of a spot. So I'm hoping things have gotten better. It's so good to see you. I'm really glad that you're here. Green Suburbanite, I had my first AI interview. It was horrible and depressing. They are horrible and depressing. They are awful. I will not do them. I flat out refuse. If a company can't take the time to actually speak with me, then they're not going to get my skills. Sorry. And I say that like I'm some kind of badass that gets all these interviews, because I don't. But I made that decision when I did one of those AI interviews. It was actually like for a one of those places that like a recruiter, right? And they did that. And I was like, if the recruiter won't even take time to talk to me, what the hell? That's sucky. Jan says, I'm back to work after a little burnout, demoted and ready to survive. Raccoon mode activated. Hells yeah. I got my emotionally concussed shirt on tonight. I'll just say now, I'm going to actually probably stop doing. Oh, shoot, Doug, I'm sorry. I forgot to turn the alarm off for the food. The food's out. I don't even know if I turned the oven off, Doug. Can you check the oven too? He got it. I'm going to stop selling these shirts because people keep telling me that you're not supposed to sell shirts about things that you say that are funny. You're supposed to sell shirts that like have your face on them, like they're merch or something, like it's about laugh lines. Like I should have something there. So I don't really know what I'm going to do for that. So if you're on the fence about buying a shirt, get a shirt. Oh, Rain, I'm glad you like being Pumpkin. Beth, all of your videos, but today's in particular hit home. You watched it already, girl. I just launched it like an hour ago. That's awesome. I'm so glad. Did you laugh? I need to know if you laughed, because don't do spoilers. Don't do spoilers. But there were a couple things in there that I was like, I'm not so sure if people will laugh at that. But yeah, just let me know if you laughed. Let's see. Oh, Emily. Yeah. Well, Doug knows Emily because that is we talked like for weeks after that with Emily. Oh, Cassandra Sisters here. Hello, Diana. It's good to see you. I hope all is well with you. Good to see ya. Green Suburbanite says, I wore a hat and sunglasses so reluctantly, but I still wanted the job. You wore a hat and sunglasses for the interview? I kind of wish I could see that. That's funny. Woo! Oh, let's see. Jan says, do both. Yeah, maybe. But see, a lot of these sayings, like the emotionally concussed, a lot of these sayings are like in older videos, right? So when people watch the older videos, they're like, ha, 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 that's awesome. Make a shirt. And now people go to my site and they're like, what the hell is the Church of Nope? And I couldn't even tell you what video it's from. So I can't even say, oh, Church of Nope is from this video. I don't even remember which video it was. So yeah. But I think I need to bring Church of Nope back just because I loved it so much and it was so fun. So I might do Church of Nope in another video. Just bring that up. Emotionally concussed life lesson. I love emotionally concussed. That's why I bought this shirt, because it doesn't need to have anything to do with me or laugh lines. It's just, I just feel very emotionally concussed right now. And I identify as a raccoon. Cassandra says, I went to the Sphere Sunday to see the Wizard of Oz. It's incredible. That's awesome. See, there you go, living that Vegas life. Green Suburbanite says it was a one-way video recording, and the privacy rights on these things are total crap. Yeah, I don't even. The ones I really hate are the ones where you have a question and then you have to record and answer that question and then stop. So I just feel like it's incredibly awkward. It's like you don't get the interaction, right? So I could be telling my jokes, and then you know how I do. I laugh at my own jokes, but then the people that I'm doing the interview with, I can't tell if they think I'm funny. They're just probably sit, whatever. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Kathy says, yes, I laughed several times because I used to be just like you, the company slave. I really was. I really was. I can't even believe how I was back then. And the longer I'm out of it, the more I realize how absolutely dysfunctional not only I was, but the entire corporate culture. It is absolutely nuts to me. And I talk to people like in my one-on-ones and stuff that are just starting off. I've had a lot of younger people sign up, and I'm trying to, help them, because really there's not a whole lot of other choices, right? I mean, not everybody is built to start their own business, right? And a lot of times corporate is the way that you have to go, right? If you want to build software or do whatever. And so I'm trying to help them see the forest through the trees, right? Where it would see the crap through the toilet. That was a bad metaphor, but just kind of help them see what's real and what's not, so they don't do what I did and give up so much of my life to a company that doesn't even remember who I am, or helping coworkers that I don't even remember their names anymore. Right. So, yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. I can't believe that I did it. And even now, reading job recs, like doing job hunting and actually reading job recs for things, I get nauseous reading some of the things, right? Because it's like, oh, we're looking for a self-starter that can come in and hit the ground running. You got to be able to work independently, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, yeah. So basically, you guys are completely unorganized. You have absolutely no idea what you need this position to do. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not your girl. Yeah, and you want to pay me $10,000 a year to do it, right? Pff, bite me. Strum and Banjo says, oh, yep, talking to each other, sorry. Go with the hoodie Unabomber look, you'll get the job for sure. Jan says, it's a good point. Character around, pretty please. Okay, Jan, I will. It's me, I've got to. I'm trying to skip over where you guys are talking to each other. No spoilers. Your points landed. And yes, I laugh. Thank you. I know. See the crap through the toilet. I couldn't think of anything. And Doug has a job tomorrow for the plumbing company that happens to be replacing a toilet. And that's apparently on my mind. So that's where that came from. Because he had to go. He tells me, he's just so cute. He's like, I got to go to Lowe's before I don't know why I do typing. It was texting. I got to go to Lowe's before I come home for the show. Because this is the show. So cute. So cute. I really believe that having a job is more risky than having their own business at this point in time. It's both. I mean, technically, well, I do have my own business. I mean, YouTube is a business, right? But also we're trying to start that plumbing company. And it is really damn hard to get the word out and to get people to know who you are when you don't have a lot of money to start. So unless you could start your own business and you happen to be best friends with like a venture capitalist, it can be really difficult to start getting, customers and start getting traction. Oh my God, it sounds awful, Sheila. I'm not sure what sounds awful. I think I'm a little behind, so I'm not sure what sounds awful. But if it sounds awful, I'm so sorry. I don't even know. Oh, okay, you guys are talking to each other. Yeti at large, hello, good to see you. Okay, the curiosity has won out. I have to look for Yeti at large. I just am seeing if you have a channel. Sometimes these names, you do have a channel, and you have almost 1,500 subscribers. Let's see here. Channel focused on making the most of what you have, no matter where you are. We demonstrate a profound respect for all life in all conditions and stations. We practice staying out of debt, self-reliance, and personal resiliency. I like it. I like it. Are you French? No. I just saw one that says Savour Self Guide to Civil Discourse Leadership. I don't know what that is. Presidential leapfrog with the surveyor. The Gettysburg Address, if Abraham Lincoln delivered it. Very cool. Very cool. Well, good job on your channel. Good job on your channel. Nice to meet you, Yeti at Large. Green Suburbanite says, I hear you. Last year I got a real estate license and I have no idea what I'm doing. So many people have said that. Oh, get yourself a real estate license. Blase, blase, blase. It's like, yeah, I don't know what I would do. I can't sell anything. Like there's nothing that I could sell. And honestly, driving all over Colorado to show people homes, that would probably just drive me a little bit nuts. I would say, I mean, this is just purely unsolicited advice from someone that has absolutely no idea what they're doing. But I do know people in real estate, like my sister-in-law's in real estate, and I have friends that are in real estate, but they always kind of got a mentor, right? They kind of went to work at a large company like Remax, right? And Remax will actually assign someone a mentor. So then you can like spend some time learning the ropes on what you're doing and then just leave and go do your own thing if that's what you want to do. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, you guys are looking at Yeti's site. I love it. Strum and banjo. What sounds awful is what you were saying about the job descriptions. Hit the ground running, a self-starter. They all say that. And they've been saying that since like 1998. Job descriptions have not changed. They just have not. They all sound the same. Oh, you're Norwegian. Okay. All right. That was Yeti at Large. Sorry. Cassandra's sister says, I feel so good about my channel. Finally took long enough. And thank you, Sheila. I learned so much from you, just intention and confidence and your support. Well, now I have to go look. Let's see. Have you been growing? Are you getting bigger? 3.6 thousand subscribers. That's pretty freaking awesome. That's awesome, Diana. Proud of you. Proud of you. It's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going and going and going. Wait, that's it, Cassandra's sister. This is Cassandra's sister, Diane. It's so good to see your face. Good job. Good job. That's exciting. That's exciting. Boop, boop, boop. Cassandra's sister says, I did a short about going to the sphere. I said how I got lost and actually walked 1 mile out of the way. Freaking sphere. It's not like I can't see it anywhere. Diana. Newbie here. What's the sphere? She lives in Las Vegas. The sphere is that Las Vegas thing, right? It's literally a round thing. They actually put videos and stuff on it. I believe it's a casino. I know it's a hotel. DE says, thanks for pointing out the looniness of corporate America. That is one way to describe it, looniness. I can think of a few other choice words. Yeah, kind of glad I'm out of it, but honestly, I miss the paycheck. I'm not even gonna lie. I keep in my head thinking, so I'm honest with you guys. I'm totally honest. I make maybe $1,000 a month from YouTube, maybe. So I make like 12 cents an hour, basically, is what it comes down to for all the time that I put in. But I keep thinking, okay, so if I could get to $4,000 a month by the end of the year, then maybe I could. It's like I just keep trying to do this math in my head. That's never gonna happen, right? It's been hard. I just miss the paycheck. That's really all it is. I wish there was something else I could do that could get me that paycheck, but alas, I cannot. Alicia says, I think they just recycle stock descriptions because the job you apply for is never the job you interview for. It is not. It is not. It is not. And I am also noticing, and I've talked about this a little bit before. I've got to turn off my YouTube because it's Diana just chitty chatting at me. But like I will go on for an interview looking how I do. I'm older. And all of a sudden they'll say something like, well, travel is required for this position. Is that okay with you? You're going to be gone 99% of the time. It's like, no, that's not all right. Or they'll say something like, well, we've had to change the salary. It's no longer this number. It's this much lower number. And I think that's just what they do to weed out us oldens. Next time if someone says it, I'm going to be like, yeah, totally fine. Totally fine. Let's do that just to see what happens. Cassandra's sister says, you can't see it from the ground. The parking lot I paid for is 3 miles away. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Green Suburbanite says, I'm thinking about booking a chat for you and I'm headed towards broke. Oh, I'm sorry. I wish that I could like lower the price on them, but I really can't. They're still really low price. I did, however, I offer the write it out option because a lot of people just don't like to talk on Zoom. So I said, well, there's a thing called write it out where you can write me an email and then I'll write you back. And then you can write one more to me and then I'll write you back once more. And that was actually the least expensive option. However, I spend like 4 hours on these things because people will write like the longest emails. So I'm like, oh, I had to raise the price of the write it out email for sure. So that just happened. Cassandra's sister, plus the money and time that you spent before getting monetized. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of time. It really is, but I love it. I really do love it. I spent a few hours yesterday, kind of going through and figuring out what my next several weeks of content are going to be. And, I love writing scripts. I love the new stuff that I've been doing, the walk arounds, right? The walk and talk little videos. This week's walk and talk video on Thursday is, I have to pull it up because I don't remember in my head. Doobie doobie doo. The people who ask the most from you are the people who do the least for you. So basically vampires. We're going to talk about emotional vampires. But my version, my version of them. Yeah. And then next week's Tuesday video is what I would tell my 30-year-old self about love now. There's a lot of channels out there that talk about the single life, right? How being single is this and that and the next. And I love that. I was single for a very long time before I met Doug. And I just don't see a lot of channels that talk about, hey, what's it like to actually be in a healthy, loving relationship with someone? Because it's almost like taboo or something to say that you're happily in a relationship, right? I don't know. It's just, maybe it's a feeling that I get, but that's what that one's going to kind of be about. Oh, let's see. Total scam for the parking because you can park right in front of the Sphere. Hey, you got your steps in, Diana. You got your steps in. DE says, tell them to summarize. Yeah, I would, but the ones that I've done, they really needed to get it out. And I feel bad, just being like, can you cut this down a little bit? Right. And I'll get better at that. If they really become really, very long, but it's not like they're rambling. They're very thoughtful and thought out. You can tell that they wrote and edited and really did a lot to be succinct. And it's not like they're talking about 75 issues. There's one issue there. But it just takes a lot more time. It takes a lot more time than I thought that it would. So I felt really bad about raising that price, but I had to. Green Suburbanite says, I want you to succeed. Help all of us. Price the write it out per page, right? Then they'll use like 2-point font. Make it super teeny tiny. No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, doing the one-on-ones is a good way to have extra income and to add that income on. But the people that watch my channel are not people that have tons of money. I follow a lot of creators that help other YouTube creators, right? Like April and Alter or vidIQ, people like that actually help other people get better at YouTube. And I'm at a point now where I've really started looking at some of the courses that they offer, some of the mentoring that they offer, because I really want to kind of go to the next level. I want to get better with my editing. There's a lot of things that I want to do to get better. And I'm looking at these things and it's like $10,000 for a course, or, gosh, this one guy, it was like $8,000 for an hour chat. And it's crazy to me. I'm like, it's a YouTube creator. What YouTuber has $8,000? A beginning YouTuber has that kind of money to put into it. It's absolutely nuts. And I just can't see doing that with my crowd, because most of us are out of work or underworked or whatever, underpaid. So yeah, that's it. People will write you a book if they can, and they do. Diana says, you really have to love YouTube to do it. You really do. I really do love you doing YouTube as well. I've been thinking a lot, and I think I might actually do a video on this, but I want to talk about how much my life has changed since getting laid off and starting YouTube. I don't really think that I would have become as aware of things that I am. I would not even just aware of corporate America and the crap that all is, but just aware of my world around me, right? It's like I'm back to being a college student, right? Almost living paycheck to paycheck. I feel like I'm starting at the beginning again. Before I was too young to get a good job. Now I'm too old to get a good job, right? It just is like this turnaround. And I've become so much more aware of the things that are going on in this world. And I want to talk about that. And also not just this world, but me, right? Things that are going on with me and things that I have done and continue to do that I would like to work on. It's like this whole new clarity thing going on, and YouTube has helped tremendously in that, because when I think about, okay, what are my experiences in life that I can bring to the table that might help somebody, I have to look at that, right, and think, okay, so this happened to me and this is what I learned, but I still am learning, right? That's why a lot of my videos, people get upset because they're like, well, what's the answer? How do I fix it? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still trying, but I'm making people aware of stuff. At least I'm trying to. Anyway, I'm on a little babble. Jared, hello. I think I said your name properly. Jared, I have never seen Jared spelled that way before. I greatly appreciate you candidly sharing real small business info and what it's like. I'm barely a year into mine and struggle, so it is real. Yeah, the struggle is real. I've started a lot of businesses before. My most recent business, I actually had a art studio. And what I did was I taught people how to cut glass, basically how to do fused glass. And you could come in, it was like those paint your own pottery places, but it was glass. And you come in, you can pick a project, and then I would teach you how to cut glass, and you would put together your stuff, and then you would leave it with me, and I'd put it in the kiln, and you come back a couple weeks later and pick it up. And I did that for almost 5 years. It was great. But in the end, I had to go back to work. So I was actually working during the day, and then nights and weekends, I was doing the glass studio. And then I met Doug. And then I was like, yeah, I can't keep doing this. I want to pursue this relationship with this hot dude right here. So he was so sweet. We were talking about that the other night. He used to come to the studio and just do glass and just hang out with me. just to hang out, because I was working all the time. So yeah, I had to sell. I sold my little studio. So I've done that as a business. I was a web designer for a while. I had my own web design business. But yeah, any business that you start, I don't know how I did it. And I don't know how to do it now, right? Because back then the internet was still pretty new, doing these businesses. I mean, I had websites and stuff like that, but right now, everything, especially with this plumbing industry, everything is word of mouth or Google results, right? Getting on, doing Google reviews. That's like the holy grail. And it takes a while to build that up. God, I'm just really babbling. I may be over caffeinated. I drank a lot of coffee today because, my videos are pretty high energy, and I wasn't feeling very high energy today. So I had to get some fake high energy, which was coffee. But yeah. Oh, I scrolled. There's people. I'm losing out here. Sorry, I get behind on my comments, and then when I scroll, it jumps all over the place. And if I don't read your comment, it's not because I don't love you, okay? Jan says, I really enjoy your walk and talk and also your up close pep talks. Thank you so much. I'm having fun with the walk and talks. Although it really looks like Posey is doing a good job walking. And that really is about 10 seconds of the only time that she walks. She just does not walk. She's the worst walker, the absolute worst. Flower Cutie says, oh my, yes, I would love that video. This is definitely your space, says Green Suburbanite. Thank you so much. Love the connection and the brutal honesty. ST says, I just got thrown into a frozen ad. Do you mean that you froze because there was an ad? I think that's so weird that they do ads during the live stream. That's odd to me. That's odd. Cassandra says, I'm craving hearing about healthy relationships. Yeah, so I just feel like there's so much emphasis on, how to be positive when you're single. How do you be positive when you're in a good relationship, right? How do you keep that going? So I'm not saying that I'm like in this uber healthy magic relationship. Okay, I kind of am, because it really kind of is. But I worked really hard to get here, and Doug's awesome. Beth says, phenomenal topic for Thursday. Thank you so much. I hope that it comes off phenomenally. Some people do need to get it out. Yes, they do, DE. And that's why people want to talk to me. I think is because they have so much they want to say, and they want to talk to someone that they think gets it. And I get a lot of things. I get a lot. I don't get a lot of things too, but there are a lot of things that I get. Beth says, I've been happily married for 31 years. I'd be interested to hear your perspective. Yeah, it's just not going to be really about marriage. It's just going to be about the things that I did when I was younger to earn love. Not healthy, right? And also coming from the perspective, at least I think, I haven't started writing the script yet, but also coming from the perspective that I was doing a lot of things that I thought that I had to do. Like I've been married before Doug. I'm also Doug's second wife. That first marriage I did because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. I didn't want to get married. And I did not want to have children, and I did not want to do any of those things, but I felt like I had to, because that's what I'm being told to do. Right. So yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to come across, but we'll see. It's an adventure. It's an adventure. I appreciate you so much, Diana. Thank you so much. Radar says 8,000. Yikes. 8,000 what, honey? I don't know. I'm behind. I don't know what 8,000. Radar. Rain says, I've got some at work now, and I have formal observation on Thursday, so this will be great to come back to. Good. ST says, recently escaped the corporate insanity. I don't know if I escaped it or if I was kicked the hell out. I think it was more along the lines of being kicked out, because I'd still be there if I wasn't kicked out, but I wouldn't be nearly as enlightened as I am now. DE says, change will definitely make you more aware. Absolutely. Absolutely. Cassandra's sister says, not a babble. It's so perfect what you said, because I also have lots to share and no answers. I mean, I do have some answers. I just don't have the answer. And plus, even if I had the answer, it would be the answer for me. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the answer for you. So sharing stories and sharing different perspectives is kind of what this is all about, right? Because then you can pick and choose the things that actually make sense to your heart, and you can internalize those things, and the rest of the stuff you can just kind of throw away. Goodness. Sorry, I scrolled and then it jumped again. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Doug is so sweet. Oh, we're talking about Doug. So sweet. Oh, Jen, Jen did don't read Jen's. Jen did a spoiler. Jen did a spoiler, but thank you, Jen. That was the joke that I wasn't sure of. You're a former web developer too, right, Jan? That's funny. That's funny. Riley says, word of mouth is how I find everything. Yep. And it's hard to build that up. It takes a while. Skip my comments if you need. I know you love me. Thank you, Diana. Jared says, you said it right. My hardest thing is also getting noticed. I have a great product with high conversion, but marketing's not my specialty. Me either. I'm not a marketer. I build products. I don't know how to sell them. Ads Factor says, thank you for your streams. Well, you're welcome for your my streams, Ads. As you guys know, let's see, I do the community streams once a month, and then we do member streams once a week. And we're not doing one tomorrow. So I do apologize about that, but we will pick up next week and do our members only live streams then. Rain says, I'm a millennial. I have to say that as someone who grew up with polished influencer content, it is just so nice to see regular people on YouTube saying, hey, I'm trying. I don't know it all. Yeah, I don't know it all. I know a lot, but oh my gosh, I'm still learning. And thank God that I am, because if I wasn't still learning, how boring would that be? How boring would I be, right? Psh. Doug Hammond, in case you guys don't know, there's some new people here, so I'm going to say Doug Hammond is my husband. So he likes to come and watch the show, and he is now, I guess Posey is probably with him since she's not in here, but he's in the bedroom away on the other side of the house. So I can still hear my talking a little bit. But Doug says, I've had the ad pop up where the comments are, but it didn't interfere with the video. Well, that's cool, especially because you're on your phone. So that's cool. Make sure you're on all comments, by the way. I'm on live chat is what it's called for me. I am, but I just can't read them all. I need to get better about skipping and not feeling guilty, because I do. Okay, I'm skipping. Cassandra says, okay, you guys are talking. Flower Cutie, I like that name. Not going to lie, today's dating scene tells us to be healed and perfect before we date. Looking forward to your sage advice. So you can watch my video on healing. I have a thing with healing, but I did do a lot of work before I met Doug. And I did do a video on that as well. I can't remember what it's called. It's a picture of me and Doug on our wedding day, but I'm not wearing a wedding dress, so that might be a bit misleading, but it's an older video. But I did talk about all the stuff that I did, including being celibate for over a year before I met Doug. So I did have to do a lot of work because of the relationships that I was choosing to be in were inherently unhealthy, bad for me. My picker was broken. I had a broken picker. So I'm not going to say that you have to be completely healed to be in a relationship, because if that were the case, then Doug would not love me, because I have depression, I have anxiety, I have PTSD. I'm a handful. But he loves me. He loves me anyway. Oh, the $8,000. The AK was the YouTube advice. Got it, Radar. Yeah, it's expensive. And there was one that I was actually thinking of doing that was like a 6-month thing, and it was $8,000, but I decided not to do it. Francis Coria. Oh no. I don't know how far behind I am, but Francis Coria says I was laid off today. What do I do first to get on track? Peers are calling to see how I'm doing. Really, do they care? How do I exit gracefully? I'm just going to be honest and give you my interpretation of someone who's been laid off like 4 times in my career. No, they don't care. They want the gossip. They want to know what's going on so that they can go to their friends in the break room or in the Slack channel or wherever and just be like, oh, did you hear about Francis? Yeah, she got laid off because of blah, 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 blah. Right? Yeah, unless they're actually your friends, I wouldn't say anything about anything, because they just want the gossip, and pretty sure that probably 3 months from now, you won't be talking to any of them. That's just my experience. I have made a couple of videos about what to do before you're laid off and what to do after you're laid off. So I would suggest maybe watching those. There's some good tips in there. Like, while you still have a little bit of money, do things like buy gift certificates to places like the grocery store, or to Firestone, which is like a car repair place, or I'm trying to think, restaurants that you like, right? Because if you are out of work for a while and your money starts dwindling, you're going to be like, well, I really wish that I could go to my favorite Mexican restaurant, but I can't afford it. And you can be like, oh, but I can, because I bought myself a gift certificate, right? So there's tips and tricks like that in those 2 videos. So I would recommend watching those. Joanne Ryan, hello. I just discovered your channel. I really enjoy the videos. Joanne, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was very nice. Strum and Banjo says, Sheila, don't downplay that you have a great personality and you're natural at this. I'm so glad you're doing this instead of that hellhole you were in. Hells yeah, Strum and Banjo. Oh, Jared, hello. Thank you. What do you have here? Welcome. Oh, Jared became a member. That's so cool. Thank you, Jared. Awesome. Well, we meet every Thursday. No, sorry, I'm a big fat liar. Every Wednesday, but I try to mix up the times a little bit because we have people across the world, right? So sometimes it's an early one, like around noonish Mountain Standard Time, and then sometimes we do an evening time like this one. Hi, Posey. Come here. Oh, don't run away. Don't run away. Everybody wants to say hello to Posey. Hello. Hello. Oh, she's arching her back because she's trying to get away. Give me kisses. Come on. You're not gonna? Give me kisses. She's so mad. Do you want to get down? Do you want to get down? Okay. She was arching her back, trying to get out of me. She hates it. She hates it. Brandon Phoenix. Wow, I finally caught you live for once. Been watching you for a bit. That's awesome. Nice to see you. Hello. Green Suburbanite says, I watch so many entrepreneur videos. I find it inspiring, but sometimes it ends up just making me feel like a failure. That's what a lot of them do. And that's what a lot of like even the YouTube creator videos, right? The people that I watch that teach you how to be a better YouTuber. Again, you just have to take what makes sense to you and use that and just throw the rest of it away because not everything is meant for everybody, right? I need to get a drink. Sorry. Are you mad? Are you mad? Posey's like, oh God, Mom's always messing with me. Okay, you guys are talking to Francis a little bit. Marca Oslo. Hey, I made it. Hi, nice to see you. I'm glad you made it. Good. DE says, your work persona advice cracked me up. Funny and very sound advice. I said, yep, you're right. Don't go to work as yourself. Well, you go to work as yourself, but a modified version of yourself. So the reason why I did that video is because I am an oversharer, right? So I tend to be the kind of person that when someone says, how was your weekend? I would be like, oh my God, it was great. So I went on this date and then we went over here to this and then we did that. And then I went over to, I just would go off instead of just saying, I had a great weekend. It was really restful. How was yours? Right? So that's what the persona video is about. It's not severance. It's not making up something. It's saying, just don't give your whole self at work, right? Keep some of that. That's what that persona video is all about. Brandon's 100%. They want the gossip. Yeah, I was nervous to say that, but thank you for backing me up, Brandon. Green Suburbanite says, yes, they want to know if they're next. That too. They want to know if they said anything about, more coming or anything like that. Yes, absolutely. Joanne says, been there, laid off too many times. Me too. I have been too. Tech has always been very volatile. So I've been laid off quite a bit. But I think that was my last one 18 months ago. Eric B says, hi with a little wave. Hello, Eric B. Jared says, watched many of your videos. Happy to finally have a chance to join. Thank you so much. Oh, you guys are all saying hi to Posey now. See, I'm behind on the comments. Okay, I'm skipping. Yeti at large. I missed you. My kids called in the middle of the live stream. They both called. That never happens. That is because I'm either bringing you luck or the opposite of that. It depends if you wanted to talk to your kids. Great Suburbanite. To the international viewers, the laughs are happening in other countries besides America. Yes. I have people, let's see, there was someone in Holland, Australia, Africa. Yeah, they're all over the place. So like I said, for the members only live streams, I do try to mix up the times a little bit for that. I should probably try to do that for these as well. And maybe I'll do that next month. Next month is going to be probably a little special because next month is my birthday month. My birthday is the 20th. And so we'll be doing a live stream shortly thereafter. So for my members only live stream, it's actually going to be a Zoom call. So it'll be a special Zoom around my birthday month. So we'll all get on a Zoom call and see each other and chitty chat real time. I don't know what I'll do for this community one, so I'll have to think of something. Oh, Greensboro, layoffs. Boop, boop, boo. Robert's here. I missed it. I scrolled. Hey, Robert. Hey, nice to see you. Robert in NYC, nice to see you. Overshare in recovery. You know what, Green Suburbanite? I was in recovery, but then it just stopped because the older I got, the more I was like, you know what? I'm really tired of censoring myself. And if people can't handle it, then that's fine. Not at work. At work, that's totally different because at work, people use that shit against you. Oy vey. Diana says corporate and drama and TMI. Oh my. Yes, I am definitely a TMI person. I try. I've gotten better at not like knee jerking responses to things. Right. So I kind of think about what I'm going to say before I say it. That's kind of new for me. Cassandra says Zoom. Yeah, yes. Cassandra is very much on the Zoom train. Cassandra has been pushing Zoom calls for months. So she's a big reason why we're doing the Zoom call for my birthday. I'm scared as damn it to do it, but she's stoked. So we're going to do it. Ads Factor is in Great Britain. I love that. So now I'm going to read everything now. Wait, so I couldn't even, I started to try to do my British accent and I sounded a bit Australian. But I'll read everything from you now on with an accent. Oh, J.A. Jennings. Oh, hello from Seattle. Sorry, I missed you, J.A. Sorry. Nice to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for catching that, Kelly. Thank you for having my back there. Doug, Zoom. Okay, yes. My husband is also very excited about Zoom. And I'm so tired of hearing about bobbleheads because we started talking about it in one of the, I can't remember if it was a members only, if it was one of the community live streams, but we started talking about bobbleheads. That's what I should sell for my merch is a bobblehead, right? And it just kind of went off on a thing. So then there's a couple of videos where I actually talk about bobbleheads and then I actually mimic a bobblehead, right? And Doug really, really wants me to sell bobbleheads. I don't know why. Robert says, I get lots of inspiration from you. Keep going. Hi. Thank you, Robert. That is so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeti at Large says, so much respect for how hard you work to support your audience. Thank you. I love my community. I absolutely adore my community. Everybody here has been just amazing. It is so fun that we're building this community of kind of like these like-minded people-ish, right? We all have this common thread, right? And that is what is so cool. We could all be from different, socioeconomic, political, educational, but there's that thread that kind of runs through all of us. And I love that. I love that we're building our little tribe here. Oh gosh, Kelly, don't get him started on the bobbleheads. Ads, you're in Australia? Oh my God. Is that the Australian flag? Did I screw up so bad? Oh my gosh, wait, Australian. Oh my gosh, I so messed that up. Oh my gosh. So I used to be blonde. So I'm just going to say it was a blonde moment. Okay. That's my natural hair color. Well, it was before I went white, but yeah, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. My face getting red. I'm so embarrassed. Well, I guess my initial accent would have worked then. You just like me because my name's Sheila, huh? Right? Because in Australia, isn't a Sheila a hot chick? That's what I think. Either that. I can't remember if it's a hot chick or if it's like a hoe chick. Either way. We're scrolling. Yes, I know you're excited about Zoom, Cassandra, and the bobbleheads. It was, Marka, it was a community live stream for the bobbleheads. That's funny. Eric says he overshares too. I can't help it. Oh, Pommy Girl's here. Hi, Pommy Girl. Hello, fellow Aussie. That's so cool. See, look at we're reaching out to Australia. Actually, one of the one-on-ones, or one of the ones that I did, the writing ones, she was Australia as well. So I, of course, read her entire email with an accent. I freaking love accents. I wish that I had one. And don't say you do have one. You have an American accent. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I want a cool accent. Like Australian or Irish. I fake them. I can fake them really good. It takes me a minute to get into the brogue of it, but I'm not going to do that here. But yeah, hi. Robert says, I thought this community was actually a cult of personality for Posey. Well, it is that too. It is that too. We're just all here for Posey, right? We're just all living in her world, hoping to get kisses. Oh, did she leave? Oh, no, she's here. There she is. Hey, Pose. So now she's hanging out with me, not Dad. Dad is really her favorite human. I'm not sure why she's in there. Probably because she knows I'm talking into nothingness right now. And this to her means I'm at work. Mom's working. Got to earn my keep. Huh? Got to earn your bones, don't you, Posey? Oh, did Mom say bone? Oh, goodness. You can have a bone after this. She's very interested. Very interested. Oh, blue, blue, blue. Adrian says, thank you for our one-on-one 2 Saturdays ago. Well, you're welcome, Adrian. It was nice to meet you. I hope that it was helpful. Yeti at Large says, got to jump off for a Boulder Crest post-traumatic growth group Zoom. That's a lot. That is a lot. Sheila, you are a hot chick. Thank you, Cassandra. Let's see. Are layoffs happening around the world too? Green Suburbanite, I'm assuming so, just because I get so many people from around the world that talk about how they've been laid off, except other countries have different laws, right? So it's different for different people. Like sometimes the layoffs seem that like they have months worth of notice right before the layoff. And it's just different in different countries. Whereas in the US, it's like they can just basically call you at home and say, don't come in today, you're laid off, right? But other countries have laws protecting them. So it's different elsewhere. American accents are not cool. Everybody's saying goodbye to Yeti. Love it, love it. Mr. Funkadelic, what? Salutations. Another person I haven't seen since 1962. By the way, I wasn't born then. It's just a number that I say because I think I'm funny. Cassandra says, Posey, treats are coming soon. Posey. So Cassandra says that treats are coming soon. Okay. Is that fine? Do you want to have a bone? She's just looking at the back of my head, right? Because she can't. She can't see me. She will get a bone after this. I swear I will give her a bone. Radar says, I'm a Posey girl in a Posey world. Life as a pug girl is fantastic. Yes. I'm a Posey girl in a Posey world. Yes, she is. It is all about the Posey. It is. Palm girl says, you can brush my hair. Give me treats everywhere. DE's in New York. We've also got Robert's in New York. I'm sorry. I'm missing things. I hope that I'm not missing too much. And members, if you see people saying hi and they're new, you don't recognize them, please say hi to them. Please get my back. Strum and Banjo says you could also sell Posey and Doug bobbleheads. Doug never lets himself be seen. I think the members have seen him like maybe once. And that's because when he gets home from work, I like beg him, come say hi, come say, no, right? Green Suburbanite says, I've been in the contract mill for a couple of years and it makes it so easy for companies to let you go. First one that goes when you're a contractor. Jen Boggs says, one of my colleagues sent a note to my boss to get me removed and I'm still supposed to show up to his meeting tomorrow like it's all good. Well then. I think, again, giving you some unsolicited advice from someone that really doesn't know the entire situation, wouldn't it be interesting for you to go to that colleague and say, hey, listen, I heard that you want me removed from the project. I'm just curious as to why. I mean, you haven't said anything to me about it. Is there something that I'm doing that makes you unhappy with my work, right? Confront him, because that would be cool. And then come back here and tell us all about it. That's what I would do. That's what I would do for sure. I'm so sorry. That's so uncomfortable. But don't give him your power, right? That would be it. That would be the way to take it back, would be to confront him and ask, or her, ask why that happened, because that seems pretty crappy. Kelly says she keeps tilting her head. She's freaking adorable. That's my favorite thing to get her to do. That's why when I say things like, do you wanna, she always tilts her head. Melts my heart. Strum and Banjo says, I'm Canadian, eh? We've got lots of Canadians that are in this group. Lots and lots of them. We've talked about Strange Brew. That was a couple of live streams ago. We talked about Strange Brew, right? That's really my biggest experience with Canadians. That, and they're really, really nice. Pommy Girl says, my husband got laid off. Ooh, tiny company owner had to take medical retirement. He got 3 months notice and all his unused leave paid out. That's very nice. That's very kind. Small companies rock, really, when it comes down to it. Yeah, Radar, you've told me about those Funko Pop things. But see, then what I would have to do, we talked about this before, because then what I would have to do is I would have to order them, and then I would have to sell them from my house, right? So then I'd have to do fulfillment, right? That it's not like the t-shirts are, they make them as they're ordered, right? There's not just like the stockpile of them. And I don't really want to have a bunch of bobbleheads of myself sitting around for 27 years because no one will buy the suckers. We saw Doug in his cool shirt, but gotta remember, that's right. I did put that picture. There's a picture of Doug wearing my favorite shirt of his. I say favorite very sarcastically. And as well as like camo pants. It was a really, really sexy outfit. It really did it for me. Kathy says, what gave you the idea to start a YouTube channel? Sorry, I just scrolled and went. I've been through so much, but I wouldn't know what to say. So Kathy, when I was laid off and I couldn't think of anything else to do, I thought that it would be fun to start a YouTube channel because then I could learn about some things that I'd always wanted to learn about, like editing, like making videos, like script writing, all of those kinds of things. And the more I started thinking about it, the more I realized that I have had a tragic childhood. I've had a very dynamic career. I live with mental health issues. There's a lot to me that I've gone through, and I feel like what a waste if I don't share that. And that's where the YouTube came from. Now, honestly, when I first started the channel, it was a menopause channel. My first videos talked about menopause because I was in the thick of it then. And I was pissed off because I couldn't find any help or any resources about the really weird things that were happening with me in menopause. For example, when I lost my hair and I went to my doctor, he tells me, oh, it's just probably male pattern baldness. I'm sure it has nothing to do with your menopause. Like, you know what? You can just suck it, because it did. Yeah. So then it just kind of and change as I change and as the audience changes and as life changes. Like I used to do a lot of the Uber videos, but I don't do Uber anymore. But those videos are there and they're still helping people, right? People are still watching them. So that's what got me started. S Smart, Frisco, Texas. Love your channel. I'm living the cubicle dream. S Smart, I'm gonna call you Smart. Smart, good to see you. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you. I'll start reading your things with a Texas accent. Even if you don't have one, I'm still gonna. All right. Oh, Mr. Funkadelic, you guys are talking about layoffs, or definitely the definition of making America great again. Okay, no politics here, Mr. Funkadelic. Diana says, oh, she's talking to Kathy. You guys are talking to each other. Doug says, my shirt is awesome. I don't know why Sheila doesn't like it. It's not awesome. Kathy says, thank you, Asandra. I know you meant to say Cassandra, but I see Asandra, and that's really funny. Asandra. Oh, you can put the bobbleheads next to your pillows. Can't see the pillows unless you're a member. Look at Cassandra. Cassandra has like member-itis right now. She's feeling quite superior. I actually have the pillows. They're actually over. They're right. You can kind of see the top of my head right down there next to Posey's chair. I had to adjust the camera today when I was recording because you could see them in all their glory. I don't know what to do with them now. I need to take them to the basement or something. Let's see here. Doug's laughing at the pillows. The Sheila and Doug pillows are the best. I know we need a Posey pillow. Okay, I'll show you the pillows. Okay, whoops a daisy. Sorry, Cassandra. I'm showing the pillows, even though everybody's not a member. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, sweet girl. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. These are the pillows. Okay. Doug's mom made them for us. Come on. So yeah, these are the pillows that everybody's talking about. They're special. See, look, I'm talking just like I do. La 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 la. So yeah. I don't even know why we still have them. Probably because his mom got them for us, right? We should get a Posey pillow. Vesna says, were you an executive in the healthcare sector by chance? I have never been an executive. I've never wanted to be an executive. I never aspired to be an executive, but I have worked in the healthcare sector quite a bit. So I did do a video on the cult that I worked for. That was in healthcare. My last job when I was laid off was in healthcare. I worked at Change Healthcare for like 5 years. So yeah, I've been in healthcare quite a bit, but I've never been an executive. That was never a path for me. I never wanted that path for myself. Green Suburbanite says, so great to get to know you. Great community here. Good luck out there, everybody. Oh, are you leaving, Green Suburbanite? Okay, bye. Thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you were here. Woo woo. Let's see. That's my first view of Doug. He doesn't even look like that anymore. He's so much more handsome now. Sexy. Raider, I think of it as advertising stuff that people get to see as members. Okay. Yeah, the members are fun because members, I talk a lot more about more personal things. We do talk a lot more about like my process for picking videos. We talk more about what the videos are coming. Yeah, it's just different. It's just a different, it's still a fun vibe, but it's different. And we laugh so much. Oh my gosh, laugh so much. You were in healthcare. I didn't know that. Yeah, no, not like a nurse or something. I wasn't like a nurse. I've built software for 30 years, right? Whether that be web-based software or actual software from back in the day when it was on a DVD, right? Or a CD-ROM, whatever. Yeah, that's what I've done. Pommy Girl says, now I need a full puppet show with Sheila as the narrator and the pillow puppets. I did do that. I can't remember if it was, I think it was a members only video, but I did do that. I was making myself talk. You'll have to go back and look at that. Marcus says, is he still as soft? Well, that's a fun thing to say, Marca. He's not mushy. He's not mushy, man. Bye, Green Suburbanite. Strum and Banjo says retired from healthcare, but like what kind of healthcare? Were you in tech or were you like a nurse or what were you, Strum and Banjo? Vesna says healthcare is interesting, lots of burnout. Yeah, it's also very interesting because they're also so far behind, right? When I was at Change Healthcare, I worked a lot on Epic because we had to do a lot of integrations with Epic, which is the software that when you go to the doctor and they put all your information in there about your visit, right? That's usually Epic. That's the biggest one out there. And it's just so convoluted and it's just been through so many like changes, but they don't like stop and rebuild it with a new technology. They just slap on new technologies and hope that the legacy system will support it. It's all very strange, very strange. Doug, I'll do a pillow puppet show for you later. Okay, honey? We'll do pillow puppets later. Oh my gosh, you guys are all in healthcare. That's crazy. That's nuts. Well, it's a big industry. I suppose it's not that crazy. Let's see. We haven't an amazing cardiology IT team that supports our Epic and other platforms. That's so cool. Epic is awful. I really hated Epic. Epic when it first came out. So when it first came out, I was actually in healthcare, oddly enough. And it was a really great tool that was really easy to use. And users could understand it. It did what it needed them to do. And then now it's just gotten so big and so convoluted, and it's not built for doctors, right? It's not it's not built for them. So they get into it to use it, and they know two things that they have to do, and that's all that they use it for, are those two things, when there's millions of other bits of functionality that are there. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I will stop. Vesna says, I'm an RN by background, but no more. Nice. AVP, I don't know what that is. Smar, 57, retiring in 6 months. Good. It's brutal going into the office. My give a damn is broken. What is wrong with you? Oh, God, I just broke my give a damn. I don't know if I should go to urgent care or to the liquor store. Which one? I don't know. Pillow puppet show after. Rawr, rawr. Yeah, no, not that kind of pillow puppet show. Let's see. Radar says I'm 46. I've been in 46, and I've been in healthcare since I was 20. I'm a feral Gen Xer, healthcare professional. Rock on, rock on. Yeah, I couldn't stay in healthcare that long. I just really, really enjoyed going into different industries because I really enjoyed learning about the different industries. And whenever I went back to healthcare, it was just because there was a job that was like healthcare experience required. And I'm like, oh, I got that. I'll go back. Yeah, I know I said 46. I know I did, because you said something about pillows and rawr, and then my brain went away to my smoke show of a husband. Oh, goodness. The tangent is cool. One of the things that I think about after these live streams, sorry, I'm going to go there for just a moment, but in real life, whenever I have conversations with people, whether it be my family, whether it be a neighbor, whether it be a friend, Posey, not doing it. She's licking her feet. Anyway, I always analyze and overanalyze every conversation that I have. Sorry, I'm trying not to get emotional. And I for weeks, I will analyze and overanalyze conversations. And what is so cool about this community, the members and the larger community, is that I don't do that. I sit here and I babble and talk and laugh and get silly and be honest and say things that may or not be appropriate. But when I'm done, I don't overanalyze it. I don't know how to describe that feeling, that it just feels like for the first time in my life, I'm really very accepted. Now, of course, I don't overanalyze what I say to Doug. I don't do it with Doug, but I'm just talking on a larger scale here. I don't do that with you guys. And it's a pretty special feeling. And I think that's why I love doing YouTube so much, because for the first time in my life, I actually get to be me, and not have to apologize for it, and not have to take things back, and not have to necessarily watch what I say 24/7. It's just pretty cool. So I thought I'd share that. So thank you. Sorry. Everybody's calling Cassandra Sandra now. That was a really unfortunate spelling error, but I love it. Sandra. Wow, you're attracting a lot of healthcare people. Interesting. Yeah, right? That is interesting. You need a sitcom. Oh gosh, I'm a horrible actress. I would be a horrible actress. And I get that kind of comment quite a bit. Oh, you need to have need to go on the road and do comedy, or you need to be a motivational speaker. And to that, I just say, well, I am. I do it twice a week to possibly millions of people, right? That have the opportunity to see me, right? Right now, it's tens of thousands of people that watch, but it's cool because leaving my home, I don't have to go to bad bars. I don't travel. I just do it here on YouTube, right? So I don't see myself doing a comedy show or a sitcom or anything like that, because I think that YouTube is pretty cool. I have a much bigger reach with YouTube for sure. Strum and Banjo says, I was a personal support worker for 14 years. Very cool. Sweating to the oldies. Oh my gosh, Richard Simmons, sweating to the oldies. I remember that. Yes, Sandra, that is who you are. Time to change the name of your channel again. Healthcare burnout is super tough because you're in a career about caring for people. You don't feel like people care about you. That's very, very true. That's very, very true. And I honestly had a very interesting insight. This may probably, I'm just going to say it. It doesn't necessarily even relate, but my doctor, when he started doing more administrative work, he started getting away from medicine. And I remember him telling me that it actually gets boring after a while, right? And it gets very difficult to constantly listen to people talking about something that you've heard about 5,000 times and act, like empathetic and caring, right? It's difficult to do that over and over again, day after day. So he stopped doing the administration stuff because that was even worse than where he was at. But I never thought about it that way, because you think about being a doctor or whatever. That's exciting. That's so cool. And you're helping people, but they get tired of it too. I went and had that endoscopy thing done, and that's all this guy does all day, every day. They do 80 of them a day. How freaking boring is that? Oh my God. Rain says, I teach children. I love that. Are you like a nursery school teacher, or like a kindergarten teacher? What kind of teacher are you? Oh goodness, there's a lot of things going on here that I missed. Sorry, I'm behind. Joanne says you don't have to overanalyze a conversation that goes well and it's meant to be. I never think a conversation goes well, Joanne. That's the thing. I never think that I always think that I've done something wrong. That is like my go-to response. I have done something wrong. I have said something wrong. I have offended. Here's another example. Just the other day, my sister we're on a group text thing for Thanksgiving, right? She's trying to plan Thanksgiving. And we went to her house last year for Thanksgiving. And Doug has a picture of me. I'm sitting with a blanket wrapped around me in front of her fireplace because the girl would not turn the heat on. Something about her bill. I don't know. But so I sent that picture that Doug took of me. And then I wrote, we'll come only if you turn the heat on this year, ha, ha, ha. And then I agonized about that for like 3 hours. I'm like, oh God, I probably pissed my sister off. She didn't respond. Oh my gosh, right? That's just my default. Let's see. Cassandra's laughing. I'm glad and has goosebumps. Vesna says your speaking skills are top notch. Are your videos completely impromptu? Are you reading off notes? Oh girl, no. I have scripts. I do have a script and a teleprompter for the Tuesday videos. Okay. That's why I started doing the Thursday videos. The Thursday videos, I'm out walking with Posey and talking, right? So it's a little bit different because that was something that I wanted to practice growing on. The videos that I do for Tuesdays, I mean, I spend a lot of time writing them because I want to be sure that I provide value and that I don't miss anything. When I do the Thursday videos, when I'm editing those, I'm like, I should have said this. I should have said that. I should have, right? So the Tuesday ones are scripted for sure to keep me on track. Hope that doesn't like ruin the fantasy. I get a lot of people like, you're the best extemporaneous speaker that I've ever seen. And it's like, yeah, I'm not extemporaneous. I'm scripted. I write it, but I'm scripted. John says, we overanalyze when we feel we're being judged. That's insightful. I'm just going to skip over that, Joanne. DE says, I do that about stuff that I do and think about later. I overthink and analyze. I have to put up a mental stop sign. Oh, I like that. A mental stop sign. That's nice. I like that. Strum and Banjo says, and we're told as far as charting our work on each client that long-term care funding was based on rough running charting computer programs. So there's a lot of stress. Yeah, there's a lot of stress in that industry. Cassandra says, YouTube has given me a confidence that I never thought I could have. Well, that's freaking amazing. I love that for you, Cassandra. Palm Girl says, you're more likely to find your crowd on YouTube. Tapped out introverted nerds. Laid off. Tapped out introverted nerds. Oh, let's see. People are starving to be heard. Yes, Drum and Banjo says, so appreciated, Sheila. Because as Sandra says, vicarious trauma happened to me with my first book. Every story I felt it in. Eek. Now I'm better at that. It's confidence in holding that space to listen and help. Yes. Mark also said to plane. Okay, so when did we start talking about Hervé Villachez? De plane. Extemporaneous, something like that. It means speaking without notes, right? Speaking from your brain. Strategic heart, hello. PM in construction, and you bring me so much joy and force me to face my current bad dream, which is what? Strategic heart. So PM, are you a project manager, product manager, pretty mama? Sorry, I really think I'm funny. That's how we got here. Fantasy Island, I have a free association gone wild. Got it. I do that all the time. Much to my husband's chagrin. He's like, what? Where did that come from? I'm like, let me tell you my thought process. Never mind. Oh my gosh, Brett Fraser. Oh my God, Brett Fraser's here, everybody. Give it up for Brett Fraser. Hi, Brett. It's good to see you too. It's been a very long time. I'm glad that you can make it tonight. I just in my head, I was just thinking, okay, maybe I can wrap this up a little bit. We're down on it. Let's just start wrapping up. And then Brett comes in. Nope, we are not wrapping it up. Everyone's saying hi to Brett. Strategic heart. I really am interested in what your current bad dream is. Oh, there we go. My current job training, APM level men to do my job in construction as a current project manager for the last 20 years. Current job training, APM. Did you mean to say at the moment? So you're a project manager, 20 years, working in construction. That's hard. I did that for a little bit as well. But I'm still waiting to find out what your bad dream is. I think I'll take a sip while we're waiting to hear back from Strategic Heart. So Brett, get us caught up. What's going on with you? Huh? Tell me. You're a little bit late, so you've missed out on a lot of action. Cassandra's sister is no longer called Cassandra's sister. We are calling her Assandra's sister. So just keep that in mind as you address her later. Assistant project manager. Got it. Falcon alchemist. I love that word alchemist. I do. I don't know why. If people can have favorite words, then that's one of my favorite words. Falcon alchemist. I too am an introvert. Loved your comments on boundaries. I had to graciously let a friend go this past week, I'm sorry, who cornered me about her expectations, but bulldozed what I shared during the friendship. That doesn't sound good, but I'm proud of you. I am really a firm believer in boundaries because I've spent my life not having any. And I really do think that it's so important, especially for introverts, to have those boundaries. I mean, I shouldn't say especially for introverts because extroverts need them too. It just always feels so selfish to protect ourselves, to protect our energy. And it's not. So I'm proud of you for doing that. I'm really sorry that you lost a friend this week. But that just means there's space for someone else to come in, right? Sandra's sisters laughing. Oh, there we go. Strategic heart. My bad dream is training man to do my job, but thinking the night and have 5 experience under my 20. So are you saying that you're training someone to do your job, but he only has 5 years of experience and you have 20, so it's hard? Is that what you're saying? So it's difficult to train someone to do your job because the way that you do it, is the best way, and nobody else should do it differently because the way you do it is the best way, right? And then someone else comes in and they're like, well, what about doing it this way? No, you do it my way. Or maybe I'm just speaking from my own experience. Vanessa says, I hate the word artisan. I like the word alchemist. I hate the word Kevin Costner. God, he annoys me. He annoys me so bad. No, there's another word that bothers me. I can't think of it, of course, right now, but I love that you said you don't like the word artisan. That's funny. Oh, you guys are so freaking awesome. Sorry, I lost the scroll here. Introverts have to be careful of bulldozers. Really everyone has to be careful from bulldozers because they're dangerous. They can squash you. Of course, I'm trying to be funny and talk about literal bulldozers, and I don't think that went over really well. Jan says, it's a wrap for me. Have a great evening. Thank you, Auntie Raccoon, for the love tonight. I love you, Jan. Thank you so much for showing up. It's always good to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Have a good night. I know that you are in another country, and it is probably very late / early where you are right now. Oh, the word moist. I don't mind the word moist, Sandra. Yeah, alchemy is cool, Marka. Strategic Heart says, that was all wrong. My current bad dream is training 2 men to do my job who are assistant project level. Okay. 5 years, and they want to tell me how to do my job. This might go over unpopularly, but I'm going to say it. A woman training 2 men, they're always going to tell you how to do your job. I hate saying it that way. I know it sounds sexist, but it's really a reality of being a woman that is above a man at work. At least it's been my reality for 40 years of my life, right? That's just the way that it is. I am not saying that every man treats women that way. I'm just saying as a general feeling, it is that way. And I'm not saying that they do it maliciously. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that's just kind of the way it is. And in my career, I just kind of learned to accept it. And I don't necessarily do what they say. And then later on, I always find that they're going, well, your way really worked out really well. You really actually know what you're doing. You're actually really smart. It's like, yeah, it's like you have to earn that respect, right? That's just my experience. AJ Konechny. Hi. Jesse finally made it. Jesse, good to see you. Nice to see you. Vesna says, get out of my head. I completely hate the word moist. You guys are funny. Okay, I'm like behind on comments again. Let's see. Oh, wait, did I miss Simply Fundamentals here? Hello, Regina. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness. Everybody's coming out of the woodwork tonight, and I freaking am here for it. Kathy is talking to Cassandra's sister. I don't know what you guys, I missed some conversation. I'm so sorry. I do try to read everybody's comments. You know that I do. Raider says, introverts got to worry about weaponized extroverts. I'm going to drag you out of the house and make you enjoy it. Yeah. I've never heard them called weaponized extroverts before. I really love that. I'm going to write that down. Weaponized extrovert. Because honestly, I don't think that I've ever met an extrovert that wasn't a weaponized extrovert, right? They always want you to come out with them, right? They always want you to come out. Let's go have fun. You just haven't had enough fun yet. It's like trying to convert a gay person, right? You know, yeah, I know that you say that you're a man that likes men, but you just haven't been with the right woman. That's what extroverts do to introverts. I know you say you don't like crowds, but you just haven't been to the right place yet. Come on, these people are cool over here. Yeah, stop trying to change me. Just love me for who I am, damn it. Damn it. Remember when good cake was moist? That's why I like tres leches cake. Tres leches cake is always moist. Oh my goodness. A real estate company was called Moist Realty. That wasn't a real estate company, Sandra. AJ says, just got done with 3 classes today, just waiting for pizza DoorDash. That sounds good. We already talked about food before, but I made chicken enchiladas. I am ready for my chicken enchiladas. Brett says, I started an online coffee shop since I live on caffeine. What? I would like the link to your online coffee shop. I don't know if you can actually put a link in the chat, but I would like to look at that. Doug and I drink coffee, mostly but Doug does sometimes. He puts amaretto. Amarillo. He puts a little bit of Texas in his coffee. Oh, goodness. Talking. I constantly have to shrink for the end goal. Yes, I get that, Strategic Heart. I get that a lot. I was actually going to think about doing a video about what it was like when I first started like in tech, because it's interesting. Like we used to go to strip clubs for lunch, right? It just, the way that things were for women in the workplace, I don't even know what it was like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago. It's completely different. And I'm not saying that men do it on purpose. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not trying to be sexist. I'm just stating it's a fact. That's just how it was. That's my experience and the experience of other women. I'm not saying every woman has gone through this. So I can just get off that. ST says, good night from Kentucky. Good night. Go to sleep. Extroverts don't always know they're bulldozing you. I have 4 extrovert sisters. Yeah. So DE, my whole family is extroverts, all of them, every single one of them. And I grew up feeling so absolutely broken because I always was the first one to places, but I was always the first one to leave. Whereas most of them were kind of, last to places and last to leave. My brother is such a freaking extrovert. He is never on time for anything. He was always in charge of bringing the dessert when we had family functions, because you couldn't give him like any kind of part of the beginning of the meal because it wouldn't get there on time. But he is a huge extrovert. And like I said, I just always felt broken. But they never understood me. And to this day, they still don't. That brother of mine still makes fun of me when I tend to leave a family gathering somewhat early. He makes fun of me that I go to bed early, right? That he's that kind of bulldozer, I guess, a little bit. Simply Fundamental says she's just listening tonight. Okay, it's good to see you regardless. Thank you for checking in and giving us a comment so we know that you're there. Cassandra, sorry, gave you the last hour in a sentence. Flipping bobblehead, lovely awesomeness. She forgot to mention Zoom call. I cannot believe she forgot to say Zoom. Kelly Cox is here still. Yay. Heard Cassandra changed her name. Yeah, someone typed it in as Sandra, and I just love it. That's the way it is. Sandra says, I'm a weaponized extrovert. That's okay. I still love you. Love you very much. AJ's asking how everyone's doing. You guys can talk amongst yourselves. You really can, honestly. Let me live in my pillow fort away from people in peace. That actually sounds really fun to build a pillow fort. That sounds fun. Vesna says, have you tried Croffle? Croffle. Now we're going to have to Google Croffle. Well, that looks amazing. Doug would like it. The Croffle is a hybrid of a croissant and a South Korea and then spread throughout the world. No, I have not. I do not eat sugar. So I've had weight loss surgery and I can't eat sugar. I can't digest it. I can't mastize it or whatever. I can't, nothing. So I can't eat sugar, but I can eat fake sugar. So now I'm going to be looking up. Oh, the ComScent is reminiscent of another pastry called the Cronut, which are croissant and donut hybrid. What? All right. I'm going to have to make croffles. I have a waffle maker. All right. Thank you. You've just opened up my mind, opened up my world. No, I haven't tried it, but I will. Cassandra says, Sheila, you must go to the sphere with me right now. No, you are not the boss of me, Cassandra. Let's see here. Brett says, I can type. Coffee link. I don't know what that is. From Double D. Oh, we're waiting for the coffee link. Yeah. AJ says he's going to go from now. Good night from a college student in Nebraska. AJ, I'm so glad that you came. I hope that you're still here so you can hear me say good night. So good night to you. Kelly says, I'm sorry I haven't been interactive tonight, juggling dinner and bill paying. You do not have to apologize. Not one bit. I'm just so glad that you're here. You don't have to apologize at all. Thank you, though, but you don't have to say you're sorry. Let's see. Cronuts are amazing, but can't have too much sugar. Kelly, I'm doing the same. You can pay my bills if you like. Well, while you're at it, you can pay mine too, if you really want to. You guys are saying good night. Okay, so we are almost at an hour and a half, and I think that I might have to call it at an hour and a half. I'm actually caught up on comments. I hope that I got everybody's comments at least somewhat read. Brett, you have my email address. You can send me the link to your coffee thing. I think I remember you vaguely talking about it before. I don't have a very good memory at this juncture in my world, but I will check it out for sure. So when I had my last weight loss surgery, it was about 8 years ago or so, the whole sugar thing. I went through all of the fake sugars, like Splenda and all that kind of stuff. And now I just forgot the name of it. So I actually have to Google it because I can't remember the name of the fake sugar that I like. Because it actually tastes the most like real sugar. Ooh, let's see if I can find it. It is not Truvia. It is not Lakanto monk fruit. It is not Splenda. I wish I could go into my pantry and look to see what it is. What? Swerve! Thank you, honey. It's Swerve. You remembered. Swerve. That is the best sugar that I have found. It does not have a funky aftertaste the way that the other sugars do. So yeah, Swerve. They actually have confectioner sugar, which is like powdered sugar, as well as the granulated sugar. There you go. Little tip for the day. No, not stevia. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking and you guys were actually answering. Truvia is my favorite. Try Swerve. I'm telling you. I have a link for a software company. Can I post it? I don't think that you guys can post links in the chat. Sorry about that, Joanne. Yeah, now I want coffee and donuts too. It does sound good. It does sound good. Thanks for coming. You keep me laughing over here, Dee. That is the best compliment that I could ever hope for. I love that I'm keeping you guys laughing. Choo, choo, choo. Oh, Swerve. Doug, thank you. Good job, Doug. Doug's the other part of my brain. I swear. I forget so many things and I describe it to him and he's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yes, that's it. Thank you. Edgar Allan Poot, Swerve, huh? I thought I was just vibing and I learned something. So happy I caught some of the stream. Edgar Allan Poot, I'm so glad that you're here too because I just love saying your username. Thanks for coming. But yes, Swerve, try Swerve. That is what I will use to make the, oh my gosh, did I lose it already? No, I did not. There it is, the croffle. The croffle. I will use it to make the croffle. Sandra is out. Love you so much, Zoom. I love you guys also very much. It just makes my heart expand to be here and chat and laugh and listen to your stories. Love it. So yeah, I guess I'll see you next month. And become a member if you want. We are going to do a Zoom call next month as well for the members only. We do have a lot of fun in the members groups. We do this every single week. And you would think that it gets boring, but alas, it does not. I did type the link. Hope you can see it. No, I couldn't see the link. It doesn't come across, Brett. I'm sorry. No, I have not heard about date sugar. I have not heard about that. Kelly, I'm so glad that you enjoyed watching while eating your dinner. You guys, I love you so much. Good night to everybody. Simply Fundamental, DE, Brett, thank you. I will see you soon. Yeah, let me know what you think about the video today. Someone gave a little bit of a spoiler alert earlier. I hope that you guys still see that part and laugh. So I'm going to go actually sit with Doug and eat dinner and watch today's video and see if he laughs. All right. Love you guys. Bye.